Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 817 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I'm trying out my Zoeva Opulence palette that I got in my April 2020 Boxycharm box. So this looks so pretty. Look at that packaging! And here is what the eyeshadow shades look like. So pretty. There's a great mix of shimmers and mattes and pops of color, but I just love this packaging. It is so pretty. Here's an up-close view. So detailed and beautiful. I love the flowers. And I was really excited to get this in my Boxycharm box. They had a bunch of different versions of the Zoeva eyeshadow palettes that came in the Boxycharm boxes, and I'm pretty excited about the shades that I got. This retails for $28, and I actually have never tried out a Zoeva product. I'm actually not even that familiar with the brand Zoeva, and I love when I get to try out makeup from new brands. And so if you have not seen my Boxycharm unboxing for the month of April, I will have that video linked in the description down below. So there are 10 shades in this palette, and for the fun of it, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them. You know what? I think there's actually only one matte shade. Ooh, but I love shimmers, so I am fine with having predominantly shimmer shades, and the shimmer shades are really pretty from the swatches. They look nice and pigmented. The matte shade actually is the one that didn't swatch as impressive and full pigment. By the way, look at how cute my mug is. I was just finishing some coffee and I love this mug. The quote on this says, "Sometimes more is simply more." That confuses me. I don't love that quote. And I wish that there was a mirror on this. It would be a perfect place for a mirror. I love these shimmers. Looking in the palette, I kind of thought that these neutral shimmery shades would look very similar, but then swatching them, they're actually very different. So here are the swatches. It actually looks like more color than I originally thought when looking at the palette, but really beautiful shimmers, and these all swatched pretty nicely. I'm really excited to create an eye look from these, but to start out, I'm just going to prime one of my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion to compare how these shadows perform with and without a primer. All right, looking at the swatches, I think that there are two matte shades in here. I think the red and the brown here in the corner are both matte. But so my favorite technique is to start with my highlighter. So I'm gonna take this first lightest shimmery shade, pick it up with my finger, and apply it under the brow. And it's pretty, but it's not blowing me away with how much it shows up. It kind of disappears once I blend it out, but I think it'll be a nice brow highlight. Like, you can see a little glow enhancement to the brows there. That's the same shade that I will use for the inner quarter highlight as well. I like to apply shimmery eyeshadows with my finger, so I'll probably predominantly be using my finger to do this eyeshadow look. Okay, so brow highlight, inner corner highlight are done. And I think for my crease transition shade, I'm gonna pick up on a fluffy crease brush that matte dark brown shade. It's actually very annoying that there's no mirror in this palette. But okay, I'm gonna try and really diffuse this color so that it's not too dark and smoky in my crease and up towards the brow bone. And it does seem to be blending out and diffusing exactly how I'm hoping, so that's good. I just wanted to add something to the crease and up towards the brow bone, but I'm going to really focus the look on doing a shimmery eyelid. So I'm really glad that I swatched all of them, because then I can look and see which shades I really like. So I like this dark shimmery shade a lot, so I'm gonna pick that up. It's this one right here. And with my finger, I'm going to apply that into the outer corner. Ooh yeah, just lightly tapping that onto the eyelid applies it beautifully. Full pigment, it's like a metallic shimmer, so very easy to apply, just tapping the outer corner. The lipstick that I'm wearing, when I chose it out of my collection, I thought that it was going to be a little bit more toned down nude, but it's actually like a pretty deep red, but I feel like it's actually going to go perfectly with this eye look that I have in mind. Every time I get the eyeshadow underneath my eye when I apply with my finger, so I'm just cleaning that up because it bothers me if it's down there. And then I'm gonna pick up this shimmer shade here. It's almost like got a little bit of green to it, like a olive type of khaki shimmer shade, which I think looks really pretty. And then that's gonna go in the center of my eyelid. Another beautiful metallic, full pigment. This shade, having it in the center of my eyelid, I think will kind of help make my green hazel eye color pop a bit more by focusing a goldenish green shade in the center. And then for my eye shape, I like to put the lightest shimmery shade on the inner corner. So I'm gonna pick up this shimmery shade, the one below the highlight shade, and apply this to the inner corner of the eyelid. So this eye look has 4 shimmers used already, and I think I'm gonna use a 5th shimmer shade on my lower lash line, because why not? The shimmers are applying beautifully, so pretty. And I'm just going to blend into the crease, blend the shades a bit so that I don't have too stripy of an effect. I'd rather have more of like an ombre effect. I feel like this palette is perfect for making neutral, shimmery, smoky eye looks. There's so many different shades that work so well together to give that kind of classic smoky eye with shimmer. I love that. It's one of my go-to eyeshadow looks. I think I'm gonna do this shimmery, more like a copper reddish shade. So I'm gonna pick that up on a dense angled brush to apply to the lower lash line. Ooh, I really like that. It kind of stands out since the shade is a little bit more colorful than the other shades in the eye look. I feel like adding that to the lower lash line adds a little extra interest to the eye. And there we have it, the shimmery, smoky eye that I was able to put together from this Zoeva Opulence palette. I really like this palette. I'm really happy with how all of the shades that I used performed. And now, okay, so this is the eye with the primer. This is the eye without the primer. And there is seriously no difference in the amount of pigment, how easily it blended. The only thing is Am I getting a little bit of creasing? I think I am. I'm getting like the slightest bit of creasing on the eye without the primer. Compared to my eye with the primer, it just looks more smooth. And that's just because I'm being really picky and looking really up close. But I do have lots of lines in my eyelid, so I pretty much need to use an eyeshadow primer all the time just to try and prevent that. And so I would make sure to use my eyeshadow primer with these eyeshadows just for that slight little difference in the texture. But I would say my first experience with a Zoeva eyeshadow palette was really great. I'm very impressed by these formulas. So definitely makes me want to try out more products from Zoeva. So let me know in the comments down below if you have any recommendations. But I'm definitely going to reach for this when I want to do a shimmery, smoky, a little bit glamorous type of eyeshadow look. I wish I had more occasions to wear those types of eyeshadow looks these days, but for now, I'll just have fun playing with makeup to stay home. Like, I feel like I look so glammed up with nowhere to go. That's okay. I'm glammed up for you all watching this. Well, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video. Stay safe and healthy.